Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. We are live here on YouTube with Co-working Live with Red Worldwide, and I'm Patience Rose. And I'm here today because we do this every day. And today is our first time doing it on a Friday. We are so excited because we've been looking forward to having Co-working Live on Friday for a while now. And it just makes it so that we have access to a wider audience of people that normally would not be available to be here with us on Co-working Live during this time. Usually we're here in the mornings, and what happens is that we don't end up with people who are able to be there in the morning sometime. And so this is really awesome that we have this opportunity. And I look forward to, getting some feedback. So please, get us feedback in the comments section. We really need to know, how you've been enjoying having co-working at different times of day. We know that some of our people who are in Hawaii couldn't make it so early in the morning. So this is going to help them to be able to have opportunities to, to see something that they may not have been able to see before. And that is really exciting. Then the other thing is that we also had people who were having, a struggle with, maybe they couldn't, it wasn't so much that they couldn't be here because it was too early, but because their work schedule didn't allow it. And so now, since we have an evening co-working that's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, they get an opportunity on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to come to those sessions. And so we're going to switch some things up, and we'll make it so that people are able to really, have better, opportunities, for what it is that we're trying to do, because we really want you to participate, and we want you to have access to the material, and not just to the replay. If you want to participate and be in the room so that you can weigh in, we want you to be able to have that as an option. So with that said, we're going to jump into what we're going to be talking about today, because today is Friday, and normally, we would have, specific topics. And yesterday we did, a little bit of stuff in tech, but today I want to share an opportunity with you. We're going to talk about how do you get paid? A lot of times, many of us are providing a service, and some of the services that we provide, we are in business for ourselves, and so we have to receive the payments ourselves. And for that reason, we need to make sure that we have, make it easy for people to pay us. And so we had another session that we did a while back where we talked about how we can make things easy for people to pay us. We talked about placing buttons on our website, or, making it so that we had apps and different things. And some of us use PayPal, others of us use Stripe, some others might use some other type of, more uh, appropriate type of payment processor for their type of business that they're in. There's Authorized Net, and there's several different ones that you can use, but BMO has a really good one. Shout out to our friend Sada, who is, actually a rep for them. But I wanted to kind of, share more. So how do you set up, a different type of landing page that will give you the ability to maybe receive the payment on the landing page differently from how things might be on your website. So with that said, we, have, mentioned before that we use a process called Quiller, and some of you guys who have been in our webinars have seen us use Quiller. And I have on one of our Tech Thursdays talked a little bit about Quiller and how it works. And right now I'm going to show you how to build out a page in Quiller, and how to actually go all the way through everything, and even the budget, setting up, your invoice right there where they can see it and pay on the proposal, on the website proposal, which is pretty awesome. So let's kind of take a look at it now. I'm going to share my screen and, show how to do this. I'm using an older uh, presentation that or proposal that I did some years ago. So if you see something in there that's dated, just please, charge it to my head, not to my heart, because I really wanted to use this today to show you the usability of it. So some of you guys are probably asking, how did you get that in the header? What do you have there? It's from a company called FlixPress. And so while I'm here, let me just show you that right quick. FlixPress is really cool because they have the ability to do intros and outros and all types of wonderful, oh wow, and it looks like FlixPress is maybe no longer. So let me see if that's the case. I hope not. Maybe I'm putting it in there wrong. Let's see. Allow. Let's see. Yeah. FlixPress is no longer. I am so sorry because they were wonderful. Oh my goodness. So maybe they're with another company. Let's see. Aha, they're now 50wheel.com. Okay, who knew? So yeah, they've got um a whole nother thing going on, marketing software. This is pretty cool. Okay, so they have the resources and you can kind of look at their resources here. But I don't see the intros anymore, and that's not cool because they were really a lot of fun. Well, we'll have to show you some other softwares that you can use to do this. Canva does it. There's InVideo that can give you a similar kind of thing. So we'll show you how to find these particular placeit.net. They do it as well, where you can actually put your name in the asset and have it show in an animated kind of way. So, you know, sorry about that on the FlixPress side, but let's move forward so you can see how Quiller works. So Quiller gives you the ability to, instead of sending someone a paper PDF or an electronic PDF, you can actually put together a presentation that gives them the same ability to see what it is that you would like them to see, in the PDF, but in a visual kind of way that can be on screen. So this is an entire proposal that I have that I provided to clients who were a part of a product that we had some years ago called Biz Pro, our Biz Nav and Nav Pro. And so we actually did this entire proposal, and you can see about how long ago that is by looking at my picture. But it allows for me to put all of the information. I'm just scrolling so you can see all of the information that I was able to put into this proposal for someone to see. And so I'll kind of break it down so you can see what each piece is. And to help you understand how I put it together, I'm going to go through doing one so you can get a feel for it. So I believe with Quiller, you can get the freemium model where will allow you the ability to use it for a few days, 7 days or 14 days or something like that. But if not, if you're a nonprofit, you can get the whole system for free. And if you're a for-profit, they have some very, very reasonable rates for being able to use this. So the header, you can utilize the ability to establish a header by this is what it looks like when you log in, and you can either create a splash screen yourself, which is what I did, and upload it, or you can go to their own splash page and pull something in, where you can use a YouTube video that you might have to put in the background, or you can get one of their videos and use one of theirs to put in the background. So they have quite a bit of splash opportunities there that you can pull from, and you can actually put in a search window if you're looking for a particular type of splash screen, what you would want to find, and it will, help you to find something more specific. Okay, so, going back to our template, we're going to just kind of go back over here because I want to use the template that we already have. So let's pull it up here. Okay. It's making me log in again, but it's okay. All right, so we're back. All right, so actually let me continue with Google and get the right account. Sorry. And while it's pulling up, let me just say this, that you have the ability to go in here and create from templates that they have in their library. So if you know you want to create a page and you want to use a template to create the page, you can actually look at all of the templates that they have available, okay? And find one that really makes sense for what you're trying to do. Now, these are my templates, some of the templates that I have put together, but they have a tremendous amount of templates that you can use. So, what I would say is let's create a blank one, okay? And we can pull in information from um, wherever we want, and but I'm going to go back to the templates dashboard because I want to show you something on the pages. If you go to create a new page, you can choose from template and then it'll give you options, which is what I did when I got ready to put together the template that I have already designed. So let's say that you're in web design sales and you are wanting to get someone a proposal, a service proposal for doing their website. You can very well do that, here. Okay. So this is how I put together this entire template is by pulling from this is pulling a template that I already have together, but by pulling from their template, I just popped in my video, popped in my welcome letter, popped in some, a video that tells people a little bit more about Red Worldwide, gave them an overview of what I wanted to do for them, and then, just talked a little bit about, the marketing side of things, telling them what they can do with their website. And then I created a budget. Okay. And then I gave a one person's uh, endorsement, or as you would call a testimonial. Then I talked to them about what it is that we would be doing for them. Okay. Every part of it. And then I told them what they could expect to get started. And I gave them an opportunity to become a member so they could, actually pay less for the service. And in this particular one, they would actually pay for it on the membership registration form. Now, I'm going to go back to the one that we were using because I want to show you that in this one, instead of using the membership registration form to have them pay, I actually showed them the project service budget, how much it would cost for us to do their web. I mean, this is not a website. This is actually filing them as a corporation, what we would charge for that service. And then I gave them the agenda for what it would be that they would do to get started. And here they have the opportunity to do the membership registration form here and fill out the form for them for us to complete their 501c3. So that gives you another option of how things could be done. But I want to find one that I've done that actually gives you the ability to, pay online, because I want you to see what that does and how it works. So here is the service proposal for, let's see. No, this is the one where they would pay. Let's just build it out. We'll do it that way. Okay, so let's create the page using this particular template. And we're going to call this template 2, create page. Okay, so now it's opening up the creation window, and I'm going to leave our header the same for right now because I kind of showed you what you could do. You could upload another header if you wanted, or you could swap the splash, but we'll just leave it the way that it is right now. We're going to leave all of the information that it has in here the same, and we're going to move down to the budget. Now, here in the budget, you could, set it up so that there is a, a discount that they are going to be given for being a member, so by opening up the discount option, the section options, we can click here and we can give them, let's look if we have any saved discounts in here. We have the red member discount in there. So we'll give them $140 off of this service, gives them free membership fee for the year. Okay, we could also go to the properties and set it up so that we can show the subtotal, up there if we like, for when they actually choose the thing that they want to pay for. We can actually have it show single select, so they could choose one thing and not have to pay for everything that's in their budget, and have it show there. But we're going to disable those things because I want to, really get to showing you how that you can fix it so that a person could pay right here inside of Qwilr. So the way that we have it right now is we've got a proposed budget and we have a total amount, but we haven't set it so that they could actually pay. Now, when you get ready to set up your budget, you can choose to have a fixed cost or a cost that's variable that changes based on certain types of things. So let's kind of look at that before we go into, showing how you get paid. The fixed costs are what we have here. Every item, every time a person would file as an LLC, okay, in this particular state, it's going to be $50, period. And the administrative fee for us doing that document preparation is going to be $50. And to get their EIN is going to be $0. And those are all fixed costs. But let's say that we had something else that we were doing that was a variable cost. Okay. And so let's just say that we're going to offer to do their conflict of interest statement. Sometimes organizations have to have a conflict of interest statement. And so we're going to prepare that document. We usually do that for free, but we'll prepare it and we're going to have it at a particular type of variable. So the first variable that might exist would be that if we have to, actually assist them with assistance with the document itself, that might be $75 per hour. Okay, if they come to us with a completed document and we're just amending the document or adjusting the document, that might be $25. Okay. All right. So those are our two variables. And we're going to say $75 per unit. This is $25 per unit. So now we're done. So now you can see on the budget here, we now have another option that they can purchase, which is a conflict of interest statement. They could choose to either get it for $75 or $25, depending on how they would need to have it. So let's just say that, this has now created an opportunity for you to upsell the service and have add-ons, right? Okay, so you can actually have that show up that way. Now, let's say that you want to have the total options show the saved discount, the red member discount, okay, right there on the total. And then let's say that you want to show total discounts there. And then let's say that you want to show total excluding tax was what we have because we don't charge tax for this kind of preparation. And let's just go over here and say that for this block, we want to make it so that it's a block that can be hidden, or it can be, where they can actually see the block when they're coming onto the page. So we can configure the navigation and hide it while we're editing, or we can have it set up to where we see it the whole time. Now, we're looking now to see what kind of quote this is. This is a one combined package, or is this a multiple choice quote, or is it a single select? Well, it's a multiple choice quote because there are several options that they have, things that they can add on that may not, be there for every person. And we can make it so that requires that they make a choice, that they choose that they're going to have it or not have it, or we can leave it so that they can just make the selection. And then we can choose the currency that we want to be paid in. We want to be paid in US currency, okay? Now we can have it add a button for them to pay, okay? So we've got it set up so that we have it being paid in US currency. And if we have our credentials in the system, it will pay us out to Stripe or PayPal, depending which one we want to receive the money in. So we want to have in here, let's see. A button for them to accept. Okay, so we'll choose this. We don't need a signature. We just need to choose to accept. And if we put the button for them to accept, we need to change the color of it so it matches our other colors. Let's make it red. And let's make this button blue. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We need to make the button blue because blue is a trust color. And we can actually back this up just a little bit so that it's not such a big option. We can enable pay now, and we can enable either the optional payment or enable the part payment. So we're going to set it up so they can make a partial payment, but they have to pay at least 50%. Okay. And we can make sure that we enable the e-sign version if we want to allow clients to sign that they accept it, as I stated before. Or we can have it where it will enable a pre-filled name and have their name, if it's going to a specific client, put in there so that they can, that kind of makes it feel like this was for me. Okay, so I'm going to enable e-sign just so you can see what it looks like, and so that we have all of that working for us. All right, so now we have our entire proposed budget, and we also have the ability for them to accept the payment, and we're going to get rid of this whole part of them registering to be a member. So let's get rid of that because we no longer need that. But we do want the ability for them to schedule an appointment, and so we have that there. And what we did is this is actually a link. And if you look here in the link, we're going to put, we'll just put our Calendly page in here. It used to have a different thing in there because this is before we used to use Calendly, the calendly.com/red worldwide. Okay. All right. So now we have our Calendly page in there. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to share this. We want to set it to live, and we need to actually we want an image. So what do we want this image to show? Do we want it to show the Red Worldwide logo, or do we want it to show an image something from the image library? Let's see what we can have it show here. We'll pull one of our previously used, here we go. We'll use this image right here. Okay, so now when we share, it shows an image of me and Red Worldwide. Okay. All right, and now we're going to set it to live. And we're going to copy the shareable link, and we're going to go and see what we've created here. Okay. And now we have a landing page for our service proposal. You see up here at the top, we have the accept button so they could skip seeing it if they are sure they want the service and just click on accept, or maybe they've seen it already and they want to come back and look at it. Here is our letter that we created. Thanks for the opportunity. Here is our more about Red Worldwide video. And then here is our proposed budget that we created with all of the bells and whistles. We've got our Red member discount up there for $140. We could, they selected that, they're going to, take advantage of that $140 discount. So now when they put that they're going to, get the Red membership, and they put that they're going to pay the admin fee, okay, for the operating agreement. And when they come down here, they choose that they may want to get this conflict of interest statement. Oh, I forgot to actually press the button that will allow them to choose this. Okay. But in this particular case, they've chosen that they wanted these options, okay, which are totaling the $280. And with the discount that they got for $140, their total is $60. And now they can go down here and click on accept. And when they clicked on accept, it's going to take them to a place for them to sign and pay. So we're going to sign that this is our sample person's first name, sample first, and sample last. Oh, and their email address, test@test.com. And the organization that they're with is our sample organization. And they can either type, draw, or upload their signature. So we're going to let them draw it. Okay, and they're going to agree that their electronic signature is valid and legally binding. Now they get to pay 50% because we chose that they only have to pay 50%, and they can put in their payment credentials here. And when they click on accept, then what happens next is that it will run their payment. Now, we're not going to run a payment today because we're not really accepting this. This is just for the sake of demonstration, but it's secure by their payment processing system, and it pays all the way through to our Stripe. So now they can look at what's next, what the agenda is, and it tells them how long it's going to take for us to formulate that LLC in Arkansas. And so we're going to go to the Get Started section, which they click on this, and it's going to take them to our Calendly page, which they can then set their appointment. Okay, and so all of that was possible on a landing page, and we did not have to create a whole website in order to make this happen. And not only that, but we can create a whole lot of these. We can create one for every service if we wanted to, because the way that Quiller works is it allows you the ability to create many, many different unlimited amount of landing pages for the sake of your process that you're wanting to complete, and you do not have to pay per landing page that you create. Well, I really like the fact that you guys have stayed with me the whole time and that you've been able to watch us create another way of receiving payments from our clients through a proposal that we created that's very graphical, and it gives the ability for people to, really see everything and pay right then and there. And it could increase your payment, the likelihoods of a payment, the close rate, because people were able to see everything they needed to see about what it was that they were going to get, everything they need to see about your company. And even the other one had some testimonials in there. You can put testimonials in there. You can put audio and other video, that you would put in there from Vimeo or YouTube, so that they can get an opportunity to learn more about the service or the product that you're going to provide to them, and give you an opportunity to increase your close rates. But I can tell you that this, method has been very successful in helping us to increase our close rates. And so it has been, quite a pleasure to use, while we're, working through getting ourselves in position to do business better. Well, this has been Patience Rose with Co-working Live with Red Worldwide. I hope that we shared something today that will help you to do business better by helping you to learn how you can collect your payments easier and how you can improve your close rates. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. We're going to start right in on Monday. And for those of you who are watching this on the replay, we've got lots of videos in the replay now. So, make sure that you take the time to take a look at what we have and see if you can help to inform yourself so that you can do business better. We'll see you again next time.